In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the master window switch on your Nissan Armada. Located on the driver's side on the front of the vehicle, let's get started. We're going to start by using a small plastic trim tool. And what we need to do, we need to remove this handle. This is being held there by clips. In order to get it out, we're going to grab the plastic trim tool. We're going to wedge it between this crack right here and just slide it out. Once you have it in, go ahead and work it all the way up. And now slide it out. With this cover off, we can see there's going to be two 10mm bolts that we're going to be removing. But before we do so, there's going to be another one right here that we have to remove, but we need to take out this cover. I'm going to go ahead and use a small flathead screwdriver. You're going to hold on to the handle and just pop it off. Just like that. That's going to be another 10mm bolt that we need to remove. Using a 10mm socket, go ahead and take that out. Now we can go ahead and remove these two 10mm bolts that are on the handle. Just keep in mind the two that goes on the handle, they're the black ones. They have different threads on. Just keep that in mind when we go back and put this together. Now we need to remove this little grommet. I'm going to use that plastic trim tool. Go ahead and wedge it in between and slide it out. Just like that. Now that we have the three bolts off and this little grommet piece, we're going to go ahead and start at the bottom. We're going to pry onto the door and we're going to work our way up. Once you have it in this position, simply lift up and away from the door. Now we can go ahead and disconnect this. It's going to have a tab right on the top. Squeeze it and slide the connector out. Now we can disconnect the inside door handle. We're going to start with the bottom cable, slide it out, and disconnect it from here. We now can repeat that process on the top cable. Just like that. Go ahead and disconnect this one. It's going to have a tab, squeeze it and pull the connector out. Just like that. Now we can disconnect the window switch. We're going to start by using a small flathead screwdriver, and there's going to be this clip right here. We're going to squeeze on one of the sides to slide it out. We're going to do the same on the other side. And that's going to free the cable. Now there's going to be two connectors that we're going to be unplugging. There's going to be this one right here. You're going to have a tap, squeeze it and slide it out. And now we can repeat the same process on the one in the back. And lastly, we have this one right here. It's going to be the same thing. You're going to have a tap, squeeze it and slide it out. With everything disconnected, grab the door panel and move it away from the vehicle. Now that we have access to the back of the door panel, we can get to the window switch. It's going to have two Phillips screws. Using a screwdriver, go ahead and remove it. We can now flip the door panel. Now you can simply grab onto the back of the door switch and pop it up. And here's the switch. Now we can go ahead and slide the door switch the same way the old one came out. Make sure it's even, push down on it. Now we can install the two screws that go on this side. Do not over tighten these are going onto plastic. Now we can go ahead and install the door panel back. Starting with the bottom connector. Line it up and plug it in. Now we can go ahead and plug this in. Starting with the small one, line it up, push it in. Just give it a light tug. Now go ahead and install the big one. Give it a light tug. And now we can go ahead and plug this clip. Now we can go ahead and install the cables for the door handle. We're gonna start with this one. You're gonna notice it has a little knob. We're gonna slide that in onto the lock. And now we're just gonna lock it in. Just like that. We're gonna be doing the same with the other cable. Now we can plug this in, line it up, and push it in. And now we can do this one. Now that we have everything connected, we're gonna start feeding the door panel through the top. Make sure you clip it in place. And now we're gonna work our way around to make sure that it clips in place. We can go ahead and install the grommet that goes right over here. Simply line it up and push it in. Now we can install the 10mm bolt that goes right here. What I like to do, I just like to put it onto the socket and then spin it by hand. This is to avoid stripping it. Once you know you got some threads, go ahead and snug it up. We can now install this trim piece. And now we can install these two black screws. Starting with the bottom one. And now the top. Go ahead and snug them up. And now install the trim piece. Line it up and push it in. And that is job done.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.